The meadows used to be grassed by grand flocks of sheep and cattle, but nowadays horses are taking over. It is mostly the Icelandic pony, a friendly and sturdy horse. It has a special pace called tult, where only one leg or hoof is on the ground at the same time, which makes it ideal for riding in the terrain. This is a very pleasant way to experience the nature. The seaweed roofs from Læsø are a story of its own. It's probably the only place in the world where complete roofs are made from eelgrass. Formerly, about 300 farms had a roof from eelgrass, but now only 22 houses are left. One of the most beautiful and fascinating eelgrass roofs is to be found on the heritage farm near Byom. It's worth a visit. It's also on the heritage farm you can see the local folk dancers, and the scenery could not be more perfect. The woman's dress is called the Rolls Royce among the national costumes. It is decorated with silver on silk. The old story goes that Queen Margaret I of Denmark stranded in a storm and was saved by people from Læsø. Therefore she gave the women of Læsø the right to carry a copy of her dress. Now the tour goes to Byom, the main town of the island, and from the small red tower you will get a good view over the town with the red medieval village church. The church was built in the early 1200s by Christian monks arriving from the mainland. North of Byom, the big plantation is situated. The forest is still young, mostly planted after 1910. The huge production of salt needed lots of firewood, and therefore the original forest was cut down, and for more than 300 years the island was without forest. Today it is a forest of variety with a great wildlife, many different plants and insects. Explore the big forest area, the outstanding light coming through the leaves, and if you are lucky, you may find the famous cantaloupe. Between the wooded areas you will find the heather in heaths and moors. The dark honey taken from heather is the most tasteful. The heather moors have to be drifted and cut down once in a while to remain healthy. In the old days, the heather peats was used in the oven as an alternative to wood and also for smoke curing. The island of Læsø is totally flat. The highest points are the sand dunes from the old days of the great sand drift. That makes it easy to go around by bicycle. All over you will find small gravel roads in the forest, also leading to the coast. From west to east there is a double-tracked cycle path, parallel to the main road, so you don't have to worry about the faster-going traffic. On our way to the east end of the island, we'll meet the seaside golf course with its 18 holes, international standard. In the background, you can see Østerby Harbor, our next stop. Østerby Harbor is the pride of Læsø with its big fishing fleet. It is especially the famous Norway Lobster they go for. About 25 fishing boats are still active, and beside the fishing port There is a big marina visited by many yachts from all over Scandinavia. When the fishing boats comes back from the sea in the early morning, many curious people welcome them. It's always exciting to see the catch. There is a big festival on the harbor to celebrate the Norway Lobster every year in August. Famous chefs from the whole country compete to make the most tasteful and delicious meal based on Norway lobster, and all over the harbor there is enough for everyone to taste. North from the main island there is 3 small islets called Norway. Until the 60s, a lighthouse keeper and his family lived here. The buildings have recently been restored and they are now open for visitors, and so is the old lighthouse. There is a good view from the top of the lighthouse, and in clear weather you can see to the mainland 25 kilometers away. The islets are like a mini version of the island of Læsø. Flat meadows covered with big stones and a big diversity of birds. The water around Læsø attracts many different kinds of sport, like kayaking, angling from the coastline or boats, and the spectacular kite surfing. While you are standing on a board, the kite brings the wind into play. If you don't want to give the acrobatic sport a try, the sight from the coastline is also impressive by watching the colors from the kites on the blue sky. It's not a secret that the light over the open landscape on the flat island is magnificent. We are about to come to an end of these poetic glimpses, but you have to come over here to see, feel and sense the island. We are looking forward to welcome you.